Bowman, and this is Living MTM TV, where we dream bigger than our britches and live more than mediocre in life and business. So a big part of that, of living your biggest, wildest dreams and living a more than mediocre life and living out all the desires of your hearts, is to know what the desires of your hearts are. But not only know the desires, take it back to how they're going to make you feel. So, every goal that we put in place that we want to pursue, all in all, it will give us a certain feeling. And so, just like Danielle Laporte says, this is the core of her teachings with the desire map too. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's awesome. But the core is that for every goal that we're chasing, we're not actually chasing the goal, but we're chasing the feeling we think achieving the goal will give us. Does that make sense? So if you're wanting to have more freedom in your life, maybe that looks something like creating your own business, or working less hours somewhere and working them somewhere else, or taking back control over your time and who gets your time and what things you say yes to and what things you say no to. Examples kind of like that. So I'll ask you, the goals that you're pursuing, have you reevaluated them anytime recently? Have you asked yourself how they will make you feel? More importantly, have you asked yourself how you want to feel in your life? Because that's where it starts. I was going through my my nursing transition, not passing my boards, and I was like, what do I even want? Like, not being able to pass my boards for that certain amount of time allowed me to really reflect and step into the new life that I had created. And I'm like, okay, this is where I am. This is what it looks like. It's not quite what I thought it would look like. So what do I want it to look like? And more importantly for me, I did discover that what I was chasing, the goals that I had attributed, that I had attached, that I had defined, they were going to make me feel one way. And so going through this process of creating goals with how you want to feel in the mind, with that in mind, has been awesome. And it's been really different to see goals in a new light, goal setting in a new light in this way. And it's been really impactful. And there are times, like actually recently in the last few weeks, where when I'm going after something, when I'm going after a goal, girl, I get tunnel vision. Sometimes it gets very, very in depth, and I don't really pay attention to the things outside of me, which could be good, but kind of for me, it's not so good sometimes. So I've been able to take a step back and kind of go through that process again. So even if you're in the middle of your goals, in the middle of chasing your dreams, there's always time for you to take a step back if you're starting to feel overwhelmed, or like you got a lot on your plate and you're not sure where to go or what to do or where to start. Is just take a time out. Just take a time out. The world will still spin. Life will still go on, and you're not missing anything, because you taking time out for yourself is important. You taking time out for yourself is self-care, and you can't get what you want if you don't know what you want, and you can't feel how you want to feel if you don't know how you want to feel in your life. And another part to that is knowing that the feelings that you want to feel in your life are all your choice. Because you can't depend on other people to make you feel a certain way about yourself and your life or anything that you're doing. Like, it's all you. And that's awesome. It can also be a little intimidating. But when you take back that responsibility, you take back the power in your life to actually feel the way you want to feel, accomplish the things you want to accomplish, and tune in to those desires that then become your reality. So it's this whole ripple effect, right? But when we start looking inward instead of outward to feel how we want to feel in our lives, or stop depending on other people to make us feel, because we're all human and we're all growing, and we have a friend coming, Max coming, and we're all imperfect, like beautifully imperfect. And because of that, we can't put the stake of our happiness in someone else, or the stake of making us feel the way we want to feel in someone else or something else. And the same goes for your desires and your dreams and your goals. You can't expect someone else to do all of that for you or to accomplish that for you. It's all you. But it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be frustrating or intimidating. It can be. If that's how you feel, it's okay. Just feel that. And then start taking those steps to move past that, to move into figuring out what you want by asking yourself what you want. Maybe that's something. Maybe you haven't asked yourself what you want lately. That's okay. You can start now. But by asking yourself how you want to feel, and starting to identify the things in your life that already make you feel that way, and start brainstorming the things that you don't know what will, but might. But it's all you, and you got this. Like, your dreams are meant for you. Sometimes it just starts with taking a step back and figuring out how you want to feel in your life daily, in your own life, with yourself, in your relationships, in your work. It's okay to take a time out. So that's my invitation for you today, is take a time out. If you haven't recently, if you need an update, if you know the feelings kind of work from Danielle Laporte, if you need to revamp or revise, do that. It's okay to do so. It's okay to take a time out. So I invite you to do that today. If you have any questions, any comments, I invite you to comment below. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you've gone through this process of desire mapping or figuring out your core desired feelings from Danielle Laporte's work. I'd love to hear what you've come up with before. The thing with that work is that it's still completely customizable, and it's amazing, and you can really shape it to fit you. But by starting how you want to feel, by starting with how you want to feel, just like we were talking about, then everything else falls into place that helps generate those feelings in your life. And you start to feel more fulfilled and happy and successful. But whatever it is you want to feel, you start to feel more of that. And that's what's awesome. So I can't wait to hear from you. Like I said, comment below. And until next time, chat soon. Bye.